Sarah from 17 once again. This is my Dark Souls 2 beta playthrough. So in the ashes of the boss fight with the chariot, it leaves you with this big circular room, but be careful because there is some wicked falls in it, and I just picked up something called an Imperial Shield, which looks a lot like the Great Shield of Artorias. And it's got a pretty strong attack value, which is kind of crazy. It's quite heavy at 5.2, a certain man's favourite Great Shield. If you want to read the rest of that, you will have to pause it, but there you go. I'm not really a Great Shield guy, so I don't play with that too much. I just put it on to see what it was about, and I did the attack with it, which looks kind of cool. And I don't even have the stats to use some of these shields, so it's back to the tried and tested one I started with. And on this sequence, you might already be aware, and I was at the time, that there's a hidden piece of armour past the chariot called the Llewellyn armour, I think its name is. It's a really cool set. And I had heard that the demo had a secret piece of armour, but I wasn't aware of where it was. And I just kind of thought I'd find it, you know, I just thought I'd stumble upon it, and I didn't. And the steps that I came up, if you hug the sides of the ledge at the side of it, you can walk round, and it's on a corpse over that way, but you're not going to see me pick it up because I didn't get it. And it is a pretty cool piece of armour, so I was kind of sad about that. But I use another humanity because now that both the bosses are down, I know that I've got time. I've pretty much seen all the demo, so I can start doing some invading, and I can start, you know, just winding down. And I had another like 2 hours left, so I was quite pleased that it had only taken me about an hour to get things done.
What is it?
This is... I can't remember the guy's name.
What is it?
But he says this to you, and it doesn't go any further.
Home. This place won't be any fun.
And the reason he's saying this is because I haven't invaded, and I haven't killed anybody in an invasion. If your hands are blood, or if you're filled with sin, or whatever the hell he says, then he'll speak to you. Or that's what I was thinking at this point in time, because that's the only explanation I had. So I put on the correct red eye orbs. I don't know why I said that weird. I put on the good old cracked red eye orbs, and I tried to do some invading. But first I'm going to get rid of some of my points by banging them into agility, and... no, all into agility. So now I'm level 50. And I still can't see a difference. But now that I've done that, I can check my weapons. Apparently, I cannot use that item as intended. This is the Dual Swordsman secondary sword. I know that because I played with it at E3. Not at E3, technically. At a convention in Manchester that had the E3 build. It's a really cool Claymore-esque weapon. Its moveset is drastically different, as you just saw. It's a fancy weapon. It does a bunch of unnecessary animations, and I like it. So I'm just testing out some move lists here, just to see anything is different, and then I'm going to get on with it and do some invading. I believe, anyway. So some things that I learnt from invasions: when you heal with life gems in another person's world, it's like not healing with life gems in another person's world. They regenerate your life so slowly, they're almost completely worthless. So I do not really think that they're all that viable, which is a good thing. Although, once again, they've managed to balance it in such a way that the invader has a significant disadvantage, and I'll never really understand why that's a thing. But I suppose it just stems from the fact that invading isn't meant to be fair. It's not meant to be balanced, and although there's a lot of people that wish, you know, Dark Souls Online would turn into the, you know, the etiquette of an online fighting game, it's just not the reality, and it was never intended to be the reality. So it's one of those things where we can't let our own personal moral hitches affect how we play the game, because it's just not gonna matter. And it's going to happen, because it happened in Demon Souls, it happened in Dark Souls, and it's going to happen in Dark Souls 2. But me personally, and I would recommend you do too, just leave all that behind. Leave it all behind and just play the way that makes the most sense to you, that gives you the most fun. And unfortunately for some people that's going to involve hacking, cheating and being an arsehole, but you know, maybe we'll have a fantastic way of fighting those kind of players on this game. But that was quite quick. Cast out the cracked eye orb and immediately got the invasion sign. And here we go. All red and shit on the undead purgatory. Invading the world of Wicked Blight. Here he is here. He's got a crossbow and... what is that in his hand? Oh, it's just a standard axe. So this guy just runs away from me, which I suppose is kind of clever. And I don't get to him in time to stop him, which is kind of annoying. So yeah. Well played, I guess. Not really what I wanted, but not really what he wanted either, or so it would seem. And then we're back in... oh, Stunlock City, or Guard Break City, as that guy goes through me with his wicked... like, I don't think I could hit as many times as this guy does with my stamina bar. So, he's got a bigger stamina bar than me. Cheating wanker. So I run away. Heal in the little corner. And as per normal, the pathing of the enemies can never really navigate geometry as well as human players, which I suppose is just the way of the world. And I managed to hit him with a nice backstab. Go for the chain, mess up the chain. Terrible. But I make a mistake when I'm trying to invade here, because every time I die, it puts me back to the bonfire after the chariot boss, which means I have to run for miles to get back to somewhere invadable. And it took me a while to really click on that I wasn't really invading in an optimal manner. But time to play with some hollows, go for a parry and miss it. And someone's sneaking up on me from the... oh, two people sneaking up on me. That was cheeky. And we already know that when you do the critical animations, you're not invulnerable in them, so I'm not too sure how much of a problem that's going to be when you accidentally backstab a guy and then his mates bum you while you're doing it. I'm hoping it's something we can avoid. What am I doing? I'm just waiting to land a parry. Oh, see if this has a different animation. And it does! And I got invaded by you know that guy who! Exclamation mark. So, I don't have full life, I'm not really wearing the weapons that I would like, so I drop a couple of them. Finish off my little friend here, and then we can get ready to see what the invader wants. And if this is the invader that I remember, it takes him forever to find me, and I might have actually edited that part out. And I do look for him, because I come over here to see if he invaded from the top, and when I don't see him at the top, I go back down the other way, and I have no idea. Like, look, there is no invader there. There's no red there at all. So there's no way he was over there. So I cruise back this way. You know, because believe it or not, when someone invades me, I generally like to fight them. So nothing so far. No glimmer, no shine. Always need to be aware that there are enemies in this place. Big enemies. Making sure that he's not just messing about, chilling. And I still can't see him. Not that the draw distance helps, or how dark the game is. But also, if he's an invader, he won't make any sound, so I can't hear him when he sneaks up on me. Which is something I'm always conscious of. Maybe I didn't edit this bit out. Maybe I should probably stop the video now and trim it to when he comes. So just wait a second, guys, I'll just do that. Oh, I tell a lie, folks, I've just scanned back through the... yeah, you go. He leaves. Like, what the fuck is that? He's connected. He's obviously searched the beginning of the game, and I'm not at the beginning of the game. And then he leaves. So either the connection did that, or the servers did that, or... that guy is incredibly impatient. I have no idea what the answer is, but... I just aggroed one of the big fellas. These are the people that you didn't see me killing. Mainly because my camera... well, my capture device wasn't working. There was two of these in this forest before I got towards where I was when we started the playthrough. And I've seen these guys wreck so many players on YouTube. So many players getting completely demolished by them. And I killed all of them in the demo, even the Red Phantom versions, until they stopped respawning. And I don't think they ever killed me once. And I just don't really understand why everybody seemed to have so much trouble with them. Like, they fight almost identically to anything big in Dark Souls. You know, it's hit and run tactics. It's pretty simple stuff. But here's another invasion. There's me losing a large percentage of my life, which is so Demon Soulsy, it's not funny. And there's an enemy moving, so it makes me think that the dude is over here. And I'm hungry for it, and there he is, I see my prey. So I cruise in, do the running attack. He does a really well-placed roll, but then flinches like he was hit. So I'm not too sure if I hit him or not. And then it gets a bit confusing as I go for a backstab and he lags away. And he's got a bit of space from me. He's holding a torch, which is, you know, not the smartest idea, but maybe he's really good. I go for a parry thinking he's trying to backstab me, and lag just says, this is bullshit, this game is stupid, let's just be stupid together. So he takes no damage at all from anything, and I'm just like, fuck this. What is this trash? And then he pops a healing item, and then he takes a million hits, and oh, I just want to cry. I want to cry so bad. It's just not cool. And yeah, I'm backstabbed, and oh, and everyone's like, oh, the servers are so good, you know, it's perfect, it's such a good. I did not have that experience. And then the motherfucker taunts. Like, he did something great with his Poundland internet, which I suppose, you know, he won, which is like all that matters for some folks. And then we've got another invasion against this guy, who, once again, internet says no. And he's blocking this, so I wanted to see if I could break his guard. Suffice to say, I do not have the stamina to break his guard, which is really sad. And even though it is a great shield, I thought I'd be able to do it. And what I should do here, folks, is the guard break, because this player is waiting for me to hit his shield and stop, and then he's hitting me once, and thanks to lag and things, he's killing me. Like, watch. I go for the parry for him to attack afterwards. He doesn't, because the internet's just like, no, this does not work. Reality is a lie. Close your eyes and go back to bed. And a backstab. How can I do a backstab when he's not even stood there? Oh, that I should have pushed. The moral of this story is internet is a powerful thing, and if I'd have pushed him, I could have broken his guard and maybe stabbed him in the face. But, you know, the guy destroyed me, appropriately so, and he's off to fight the boss now, so good luck for him. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. You take care now.